Hello, everybody. Welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Today is opening day or opening night of the 2026 MLB season. Here we are inside of MLB The Show 26. I went in, downloaded a custom roster. It had 200 plus downloads and it had a 100% rating. It was also updated this morning, the day that I'm recording this, which is March 24th. We're going to be watching the Giants and the Yankees today before jumping into our game tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on the channel. Tanner Bybee taking on Brian Wu, so come back for that. We're actually looking to avenge our World Series loss from last year, and I'm excited about it. We have a little bit of a chip on our shoulder. Let's jump into the gameplay. Oh, I left my camera off. Whoopsie daisy. Hello, there I am. We're going to go to the calendar and hope that it does indeed start us here, because we can view today's games. Oh, you know what I need to do? 1 second. I need to go up here. Oh, also, shout out to this little bar up top where it shows your wins, like kind of what it's projected, 92. You have the wild card and the division number. That's pretty helpful. We're going to turn sliders. No. User settings. Audio. We're going to turn this commentary volume down because I'm going to commentate the game for you. Let's go. Calendar. View today's games. Yankees, Giants, play full game. Let's head to San Francisco and Oracle Park as we get set for Yankees, Giants. MLB is back, baby. If you enjoy me doing kind of the commentary stuff, MLB 11, the show, we did a bunch of that. That was a fun one. But we'll figure out something for the off day stuff. Someone had suggested Super Mega Baseball. Which I guess I could play. See how that goes. Welcome to San Francisco. This is where Victor Robles had an injury out, actually near that 309 marker. And it is opening day here for the Yankees and the Giants. Getting things started on, what's it, on Netflix? Kind of weird. Take a couple of screenshots there. So we have our thumbnail. John Shambi and Chris Singleton have been replaced by me, ShaunosaurusRex, here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Every day that the Mariners play, you're getting a fresh game of baseball at 6 p.m. Pacific time as we take a look at the projected leaders. Luis Arraez in average, Rafael Devers in OPS, home runs, and RBIs. And a couple of other statistics that I didn't get to because I was blabbing. So subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. We'll be back with gameplay. I'll be playing those games. Playing and yelling. Logan Webb's 2025 stats. 34 games started with a 15-11 record. 207 innings pitched, a 3.22 ERA, a 1.24 whip, 224 strikeouts, a strikeout rate of 26.4%, a walk rate of just 5.4%. He'll lead off, or Trent Grisham will be the first batter he faces as we look to get underway here in San Francisco. Yankees and Giants underway. First pitch is fouled away for a strike. Trent Grisham, a two-time Gold Glove winner. That one's inside for a ball. It'll be interesting to see how many challenges we see. This game was very aggressive in the challenges from the CPU, and they batted like 1,000, quite literally. It seems like they have tweaked how frequently the computer challenges and how effective they are. That second part is key because it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like when they challenge, it's immediately going to be the reverse of what it was. You know what I mean? Trent Grisham leads off, followed by Aaron Judge, center fielder Trent Grisham. Right fielder Aaron Judge. Giancarlo Stanton is the DH. I didn't get through any of that lineup. I apologize. It's opening day for me too, okay? Aaron Judge, cover star. If you go back and watch the launch stream that I did, The Phillies challenged like 7 times, and they were correct every single time. I love the ABS challenge system. I like the way it's implemented. It doesn't need to be perfect. There should be a human element to the game, but some of the egregious stuff should be able to be challenged. 1 and 2 to Judge is going to be rolled up the third baseline, foul. Yankees face San Francisco, and then they head to Seattle. Seattle has a bit of a tough start to the season, facing Cleveland for 4, and then we get, the Mariners, and we digitally get the Yankees for 3. It's a Monday to Wednesday series. Judge flies out to left field. That's 2 down. We'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton, 273 average in the 2025 regular season. Those towels look as bad as they ever have. That is a huge swing. Second round pick in the 2007 draft. We saw him in MLB 11, the show, as he rips that up the left field line, but foul. 0-2. Webb fires, and that is hit into left field. That'll get down and roll all the way to the wall. I'm assuming it's going to be a double. They did not put the little base paths up in the top right corner. Ooh, okay. Good for me. I guessed that it was a double, and it was correct. Just took it and drove it into that corner. That'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. with a runner in scoring position. 2 gone. Webb winds and fires. That is in for a strike. Checks on the runner at second, and the pitch is going to be hit right back up the middle. Center fielder charges at it. The throw is into home, and they do hold the runner at third. They do have the score bug down there in the bottom, but it doesn't give us that that little diamond run thing that we saw in MLB 11, which could be very helpful for pointing out where runners were going. Chisholm right back up the middle for a single. 2 hits with 2 outs now to bring up Cody Bellinger. This will be flared out. Is that... Oh, it's in no man's land. The Yankees now with 2 on and 2 outs. Cody Bellinger just kind of flips it out there. And it's 1-0 New York. Just when I thought it was going to be kind of a clean inning for the San Francisco Giants, that one drops into just nowhere. No one was going to be able to get that. 1-0 Yankees. Ben Rice next. Runners on first and second. He'll take a strike on the inside. 0-1. Righty checks on the runners, winds, fires. That one misses inside for a ball. 12th round pick in 2021 for the Yankees. I assume that's correct. I think sometimes the game does get confused. And that is sliced foul, third base side. That's a big break for the Giants. That would have scored at least 1, maybe 2. And he'll swing on the pitch outside. And he is struck out for out number 3. Yankees, they go down, the top 2 batters go down quickly, but they do pile up 3 hits and knock in a run. It's your MLB Game of the Week. Yankees 1, Giants nothing. Here's the starter for New York. It's Max Fried, 32 games, a 19-5 record, 195.1 innings pitched with a 2.86 ERA. A 1.1 whip, 189 strikeouts, 23.6% is the strikeout rate, and a 6.4% walk rate. Last year, Matt Chapman leads things off for these San Francisco Giants. This series is featured twice in like primetime matchups. I saw the MLB post about the national broadcast schedule. There were 2 Guardians-Mariners games and 2 Yankees-Giants games. That's going to be rolled third base side, up with it, and fires over to first in time for out number 1. Here's your San Francisco Giants lineup, led off by Matt Chapman, the right-handed third baseman, followed by Rafael Devers at first, Elliot Ramos in left, Harrison Bader in center, Luis Arias is the DH, Jung-Hoo Lee in right, Willie Adames is the shortstop. Boy, that one disappears just a touch quick, huh? Speaking of Rafael Devers, lefty-lefty matchup. Rafael Devers, probably my favorite thing about him. He played 163 games last year. When he got traded from the Red Sox to the Giants, the Red Sox had played 82 games or whatever it was. I think it was earlier than that. They played like 62 games, let's say. And the Giants had just finished game number 61. So he technically played like 2 game 62s, which is awesome. He flies out to center there. Just 4 pitches for Max Fried as Elliot Ramos steps to the plate. Lefty winds and fires. That's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Ramos signed out of Puerto Rico. That's another strike. Nice pitch by Fried. See if Ramos can do anything here in an 0-2. Driving it foul is at least keeping the at-bat alive. Try and drive this pitch count up a little bit more. As the lefty fires.
That's a ball.
That one's just high. 1-2. Oh, strike 3 called. I believe he did call it on at the bottom of the zone. There's a look outside Oracle Park. The Giants set down in order Wells, Volpe, and McMahon coming up for the Yankees in the top of the second. There were no hands on that clock, by the way. Which is kind of funny. Austin Wells, he ruined our day the other day when we were playing as all 30 teams. Tried to get tricky and bring in a lefty to face him, and he blasted a 2-run shot over the Roberto Clemente wall.
That missed. That's a ball.
That missed low. First round pick in 2020, Austin Wells. It's a 1-0 count. Logan Webb, 18 pitches in that first inning compared to about 8 for the Yankees starter. My DualSense did get disconnected because I forgot that that was a problem. Whoops. Oops. Wells swings at a pitch outside to make it 1-2. Ooh, hit right to the third baseman, has a little trouble with it, but fires in time to first for the outs. Hard hit, 101 miles an hour on the exit velocity. Anthony Volpe will step in. As the righty winds and fires, that's
ball inside
for a strike. 2023 Gold Glove Award winner, Anthony Volpe.
That's a ball.
That is low for a ball. Freddie Ferguson, the umpire behind the dish, did not have a shot to read those other 3. 2-0. That'll be hit to the second baseman. Little backhand stop. Fires to first in time. And there is out number 2. So a couple of infield outs for the Yankees here. This was how the first inning started for San Francisco. First 2 batters went down nice and quick, but it was the next 3 that really gave them trouble. Ryan McMahon, the number 9 hitter. The lefty steps to the plate.
That's it.
Webb
ball.
fires that inside. McMahon drafted all the way back in 2013. Thought about it. Did he go? Umpire says he did. Makes it a 1-1 count. And swung on and missed. 1-2. And inside, gets that edge. Beautiful pitch from Logan Webb to get the strikeout. A clean inning is important here in the top of the second. See what the Giants can do in the home half. Start out with Harrison Bader. I was incorrect. It was 9 pitches that he threw. Lefty winds and fires.
That missed. That's a ball.
That missed inside. 1-0. Good patience there from Bader. We're going to need some slower at-bats.
Yeehaw!
Even if you take a strike like that, it's perfectly fine. The cutter comes in at 94, makes the count 1-1. Wind of the pitch from the lefty.
Ball.
Gets Bader to jump out of the way. Curveball misses inside. 2-1. And that's low.
That's down.
Hey, spoiler alert. Everybody's first plate of the appearance of the season is today. And he issues a walk. Okay. That's a really nice plate appearance by Bader. 9 pitches in total in that first inning. He looks at 5 in that single at-bat. I think if you're Arise, you have to let him throw a strike here. They're going to put a runner in motion down to second. He is safe. So Harrison Bader with his first stolen base of the season. And just like that, the Giants have a runner in scoring position. Pitch was in for a strike. As Arise takes a look at a ball upstairs. Having a little trouble seemingly having a little trouble locating that cutter. Arise will lift this out towards center field. Do they send the runner? They do. The throw is up the line. He is safe at third. Not a great throw from center field. So a productive out at the very least for Luis Arise. It'll put a runner on third with just 1 away. A lot of different ways for Jung Hoo Lee to score the tying run. Lee takes a strike on the inside, signed out of South Korea. Moving over to right field this season. I believe he was in center previously. That is fouled away. 0-2. Wind in the pitch from the lefty. Gets the call at the bottom, at the knees, I should say. And that is a backwards case. Second strikeout of the day. As we get a look at the replay. Thank you for the zoom in on his butt and crotch. Really appreciate it. I know we're trying to look at Max Fried, but also there's a man in the way. Willie Adames now with 2 outs, a runner on third. He'll take a pitch. In for a strike. Wind of the pitch from the lefty is at the knees for a strike. 0-2. I don't know, maybe they need to step out of the box. I don't know if they'll call timeout. 0-2.
That's a ball down.
Good take on a ball low. Makes it 1-2. Fried has had some nice command here in these last couple of at-bats.
No, ball.
Adames takes that low for a ball. 2-2. Runner on third. 1-0 New York here. That's outside. These are some bold takes. Can they get Christian Koss to the plate? Full count now. Wind of the pitch from the lefty is swung on and missed. And he'll get out of the jam. So he issues a walk. San Francisco gets a steal. They're able to move the runner to third base with just 1 gone. And Adames goes down swinging. Still 1-0 through 2. Yankees on top. I do think the improvement for San Francisco in that previous inning is the fact that they made Fried throw a ton more pitches. Hard to throw less than 9 pitches or fewer than 9 pitches, but Trent Grisham, 8-year career with Milwaukee, San Diego, and now the Yankees, as that's in for a strike. 0-2. Kind of a little bit of an opposite swing there, where the Yankees pitcher only threw 9 and Logan Webb had thrown like 19 or 20. That's going to be hit off the end of the bat. Shortstop comes up with it and fires to Devers at first in time for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Aaron Judge.
Oh, it is. It's the Coca-Cola bottle in this game. I forget what it was in one of the older games we were looking at. It was like cold cola or something.
Hey, ha!
So Aaron Judge back up to bat. Number 99, the cover athlete. He'll take a strike right at the bottom of the zone. And Webb winds and fires.
No, that missed. That's
Misses
the ball.
outside. 1-1. Still no challenges here into the top of the third. That's a big swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Judge 0 for 1 today. Fly out to left. And he will go down on the sweeper. 84 miles an hour gets him to go. And it's his third, Webb's third strikeout of the day. Stanton 1 for 1 with a double. He would come around to score. The wind and the pitch is going to be rolled over to the second baseman. Scoops it cleanly. Fires in time to first. And Webb again with a nice clean inning. He's looked at the 7, 8, 9, and then the 1, 2, 3 hitters for the Yankees in those last couple of innings. Koss, Bailey, and Chapman as the lineup will turn over in the bottom of the third for the Giants.
Leading off to the
Giants only base runner aboard via the walk. Did have a nice steal. But even a runner in scoring position with nobody out, they were not able to bring him home. Christian Koss dials that one up the third base side. Doesn't seem like there's quite the delay in this game. Koss will slice that right to Jazz at second base. MLB The Show 23 cover star for the Miami Marlins. Patrick Bailey, the number 9 hitter, steps to the plate. A 1-0 Yankees lead here.
Ball!
As that pitch misses low. 2-time Gold Glove winner, 2024 and 2025 for Patrick Bailey.
Hey!
That's in for a strike right on that inside edge. Oof, that is a huge swing and a miss. 1-2.
No, that missed.
That missed outside. We're a little off center, so it can be hard to tell at times. Here comes the 2-2. That rings him up. Still no challenges. I don't know, maybe that was a tough one to see because we're slightly askew. I think we're going to benefit from having the Seattle camera angle, which is like right down the middle. So it should make the challenges a little easier. It was something that I noticed as we were going around and looking at all 30 stadiums where some felt trickier than others.
Nope. Ball.
That pitch misses low. Matt Chapman's 10-year career with the Athletics, Toronto. You don't pronounce the second T. 1-1. Chapman 0 for 1 today.
Ball outside.
Takes that sweeper outside. Freed up to 36 pitches.
Here.
Ooh, Chapman kind of let that one go by. San Francisco at bats very passive. And got not sure if that was, I complimented the game currently because it would give the over. Like he went. Haven't seen that. Still 1-0 here through 3. Yankees up.
leading off the
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
basement,
1 for 1 with a single. And he'll slice that ball foul. 108 career home runs over 7 seasons for Jazz. And that'll be hit right to the shortstop, who bobbles it, comes up with a throw, but it is not in time. Devers can't pick it at first. And Adames is going to get charged with the error. It's an E6. Good hustle up the line by Jazz. Looked like he should have had that no problem, but kind of just everything went wrong there for the Giants. Bellinger, he's 1 for 1 as well today. Let's check on the runner at first. He is safe. Thankfully now we have the disengagement rules, because boy was that brutal to watch in MLB 11. That is rolled foul to make the count 0-1 here on the top of the 4th. Webb winds and fires, misses just low. Cody Bellinger, 1,100 hits in his career. That's low. 2-1 now. Wind and the fire, and they are going to put a runner in motion, swung on and missed. And he is safe. Did the game do the MLB 11? Are we going to get a replay on that? We are. We're going to get to check it out from the drone cam, which is not going to help us because he went down and then went up again. Feels like it should have been it out on Jazz. We can take a look at it. Actually, my controller's not on. Everything's set, darn it. My bad. Oh, that's going to get sliced into left field. The dive, he missed it. Backup. Center fielder plays backup. It'll be runners on second and third. So Bellinger now, he's 2 for 2, and both of his hits just into no man's land. There's nobody out. And Rice is 0 for 1. I think it's smart base running by the Yankees. They weren't sure if the left fielder was going to be able to get to it. Webb misses way inside of the sweeper. 1-0. The righty winds and fires. That one's going to be hit. Skied, third base side. Runners not able to do anything, so runners on second and third with 1 out. Matt Chapman makes a nice catch. They bring up Austin Wells, 0 for 1 with a ground out. As Webb approaches 50 pitches. Blind and the pitch, that is in for a strike just on that outside edge. I saw him do like the whole thing. He made noise and my brain just took too long to process it. They're going to roll it. Devers.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Why didn't you go to first, Devers? What happened? So let's see. Would he have had a shot? So it's a fielding error by Devers. 2 errors in the inning already. Or was that in the last inning? So we held the ball. Which, I mean, probably a smart play. Jazz is probably going to get there. But he never goes to first. So it's runners on the corners. It's 2-0 Yankees. And it's Anthony Volpe coming up. He'll take a strike at the knees. Looks back at the umpire like he doesn't have the ability to tap the head. The wind and the pitch from the righty is on that high outside corner. So should be 2 down. I think you can trade a run for an out there. You're just down a bloop and a blast. But what you can't have is Rafael Devers just not doing anything. That pitch is low, 1-2. And swung on and missed, so that should have ended the inning. That strikeout number 4 for Webb. It's going to bring up Ryan McMahon. McMahon takes a pitch inside for a ball. Logan Webb milestone watch. 2 strikeouts away from number 1,000.
That's a ball.
That's a ball on the outside. Be interesting to see how much longer he goes in this one. About to hit that 3rd time through the lineup. McMahon 0 for 1, looking at a 2-0 count. Line to the pitch from Webb is hit to Devers, who steps on the bag. So doesn't really cost him anything. A couple extra pitches. It's 2-0 Yankees now after they score 1 here in the top of the 4th. A couple of errors for the Giants, and that's all they have on that on the line. As we look at the beautiful show, 26 flags fly. So Devers is 0 for 1 with a fly out. You know what would help right here? Probably a home run. That's in for a strike. 1,215 hits for Rafael Devers through his first 10 seasons.
Right 2.
This San Francisco Giants, it's like they think I'm playing the game. We're just watching. They are so passive at the plate.
No, that missed.
Now, I'm not passive at the plate, but it just seems like the game, the CPU's in control of the Yankees, and then they're like a human's in control, so we'll just let them swing for the Giants. 2-2. That's a brutal break for the San Francisco Giants. For the Giants to have the animation break in both ways, as we take a look at the fact that 58% usage for the cutter, 19 for the sinker, 7 for the curveball, 9 and 7 for those other 2 pitches. For the game to break that way of giving the Yankees a very favorable pitcher fielding animation, and for them to just have Devers go, I'm good. Not great. Slice foul by Elliot Ramos, 2024 All-Star. 0-1. That's going to be hit toward the shortstop, who charges it. Fires over to first in time for out number 2.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder.
Check out StatCast here. What are we looking at? It's a nice reach up by the first baseman. Threw at 82.4 feet at 84.1 miles an hour. Almost got away from him. Definitely seemed like that ball was kind of rising. Harrison Bader stepping in. From half of the 4th. He'll take a strike on the inside corner. Walked in the 2nd. They got him all the way to 3rd. Could not bring him home. Does have a stolen base on the day. 0-1. That is crushed foul. He is going to want that pitch back. One's going to get away from the catcher. It's just a harmless ball. 1-2. Lefty winds and fires. Swung on and missed, and that will set down the side here in the 4th. Giants cannot get anything going on offense. Still hitless. And down by 2 runs.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Trent Grisham's 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out as we start the top of the 5th. 2 strikeouts away from Logan Webb's 1,000th strikeout. And that pitch is not going to help. Sinker misses the zone. That's inside for a ball. 2-0. Wind in the pitch from the righty. Gets that inside corner for a strike. 2-1 now. And that's fouled away. 2-2. And that's right back up the middle. Grisham gets that sweeper out to center field. It'll be a single, leadoff single here in the top of the fifth. That'll bring up Aaron Judge 0 for 2 today. That missed. Again, no challenges. May have just been our angle that was kind of a problem, especially with that left-hand batter's box side in the show 11. It's just off to the right a little bit. Judge puts a charge into this one. Center fielder is chasing. The ball is up. It's Harrison Bader. He makes the grab for out number 1. Does the runner tag from first, which is an absurd thing to say, but considering that that's Triple's alley out there, maybe you do. Giancarlo Stanton. 1 for 2 today. Wind of the pitch from Webb on the outside. Not close enough to be tempting. 1-0. Righty winds and fires. That one's low. 2-0. Webb looks. Fires that outside. 3-0. Stan doing a really good job with patience. What's that? Couldn't possibly understand the concept. I mean, it's got to be hands-off control or 3-0.
That's ball 4.
And that's a ball 4 walk. Okay. It's a 4-pitch walk, I guess, more importantly. So Jazz Chisholm Jr., 1 for 2 with a single. He reached on an error last time. He's going to get a strike called. We have a couple of guys up in the bullpen for the Giants. No idea. Here's the wind and the pitch from the righty. Big swing from Jazz makes it 0-2. That was pitch number 69. I don't think we're going to be able to see Logan Webb pick up strikeout number 1,000 today. That one's low for a ball, 1-2. I'm going to take a guess that he'll be done through after 5.
Ball.
Jazz with another nice take below the zone, 2-2. Here comes the pitch from the righty. Swung on and missed it. Of course, as soon as I say it, I jinx him positively. That is strikeout number 1,000. Or 999, excuse me. As we take a look at the usage and the number of hits. Not using the fastball at all. Bellinger is 2 for 2. He has a double, a single, and an RBI. Neither of those hits have been well contacted, but a hit is a hit, so we can't be too rude about it. But if I had given up those hits, I'd be absolutely livid. 1-0 as we get a little update, 999 career strikeouts. That's a strike on the outside. Bellinger batting 1,000 on the season. Slice that one. Foul. 1-2. 2 on, 2 out here, top of the 5th. Yankees lead 2-0. Here's the pitch from Webb, way inside. 2-2. Moves Bellinger out of the way. The wind and the pitch is hit out towards center field. Jogs over to make the catch, and that is out number 3. So Webb might finish the day with just 999 strikeouts. It's Yankees 2, Giants nothing. Arise, Lee, and Adames, excuse me, coming up.
Leading off for the Giants, designated hitter.
Fried's about to hit pitch number 50.
Ball.
And Arise will take a ball. Low and outside. 1-0.
That's a ball.
And another nice take there. It's a ball outside. 2-0.
That's a
Low
ball.
for a ball. 3-0. Arise, I think, would be smart to just, hey, hands off controller. We're not worried about it. Wind and the pitch.
Nope, that's ball 4. Runner
That's ball
take your
4, and we get our first challenge of the day. I think it's the correct call. And it's just barely. I thought that actually was more of a strike. And it's as the PA announcer calls it, Jung-Hoo Lee's coming up. Count flips to 3-1.
2.
That's strike 2.
That's ball 4. Runner take your base.
I'm not what. Okay, so two things. One, why is this umpire so off? And two, why is the San Francisco lineup so passive? 2 strikes in that count were overturned, and it's an out. Why is he so passive?
Ball.
That is a low for a ball. Jung-Hoo Lee acquired via free agency in 2023. Huh. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but that's a big swing and a miss. 1-1. The wind and the pitch. That one stays upstairs for a ball. So 2 for 2 on challenges of this one, and flips it from a walk to a strikeout.
Hit it.
Lee takes a strike to make it 2-2. That'll be hit out towards center field. Routine fly ball catch is made. And the San Francisco Giants lineup continues to be just a head-scratching conundrum. As the lefty sets, winds, and fires.
Take 1.
Takes a strike.
Hit it.
Okay. Thomas breaks his bat as it rolls up the first base line. Pitcher comes up with it, but he is safe. And the Giants have their first hit of the season here in the bottom half of the 5th with 2 outs. That went way out into the field of play. The ball barely up the line as Fried. I don't think you really ever want to see that if the team you root for is if your pitcher is running to the side, throwing it. Now 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out from Christian Koss. So the Giants finally get something to break their way, and they immediately erase it. Again, it's like I'm playing, but I'm not. Yankees lead 2-0 through 5 here on opening day. Giants and Yankees as we catch up on some highlights here. Stanton with a nice swing. I believe that was a double. Bellinger, one of his 2 just absolute flares. As we watch a strikeout. I was technically behind my head. My bad. Swung on and missed. That's what it's been a lot today. A lot of swing and miss from the Giants. Here's the one positive play that they had, being safe, a broken bat single.
Off for the Yankees,
Yankees won in the first, one in the fourth. The Giants have committed an error that did come around to score. And it's 2-0 New York. Ben Rice 0 for 2 today. Logan Webb back in for the sixth. He went. Okay. Pushed down to challenge. And he slices that one hard, foul. Sweeper not in a great location, 104 off the bat. And that one's ripped foul the other way. Webb readies, winds and fires. And gets the strikeout looking. That is career strikeout number 1,000 for Logan Webb in his sixth of the day. Didn't even give us any fancy fun celebration. Okay. Congratulations, Logan Webb. You now digitally have strikeout number 1,000 as that is hit to the shortstop. Makes the throw to Devers in time for the out. Anthony Volpe is next. Strikeout and a ground out. The wind and the pitch inside for a ball. And that's fouled away. 1-1. 2 gone here in the top of the sixth. And that's low. 2-1. And that is in for a strike. He looked at it, looked at the umpire like it wasn't a strike. It looked like a strike to me. That one's outside for a ball, full count. Webb winds and fires and gets it. Goes back to that spot where he got strike number 2. Throws it back in that same spot again, and the Giants are able to retire the side. Patrick Bailey, Matt Chapman, Rafael Devers coming up, trying to get something going here against Max Fried and the New York Yankees. Starter comparison. 6 innings for Webb, 1 run. 1 run, 1 earned. 5 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Same number of strikeouts and walks, though Fried's only given up 1 hit in the shutout through 5. Now 5 innings pitched, I should say. Patrick Bailey. Getting a little more aggressive. First pitch swing in there. It goes foul. 0-1. Huge swing right there. That would look like a power swing. It was late. 0-2. That is hit to the second baseman. Chisholm doesn't exactly grab it cleanly, but still plenty of time to get out number 1. Chapman's third time to the plate, 0 for 2. That gets a strike on the inside corner. Chapman with 1,001 career hits. Nice little palindrome there. And that one's fouled away. 0-2.
No,
that's inside for a ball. 1-2. Here comes the lefty to the plate. Chapman fouled away. Wind and the pitch. And Chapman does a good job. Fights it off, and he'll do it again. 1-2 still. And we are just going right back to that same spot over and over and over again. Stays alive. Let's do it again, everybody. That's
Ball.
pitch inside. Way to go for Matt. Very nice job there by Matt Chapman. Swing, swing, foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. A take.
Ball.
And another take. That's makes the count full. Pitch number 9 is low. What an at-bat from Matt Chapman. Fell behind. He was 1-2. It was a foul ball, a foul ball, a foul ball, and 3 great takes to bring up Rafael Devers. Number 2 hitter.
Ball.
That is low for a ball. 2-time Silver Slugger in 21 and 23. Unfortunately lost his odd number streak. Probably
Nope,
mostly
that's
because of the
outside.
trade, I would
Ball.
imagine, but I'll check on the runner, and he is out. Oh my goodness, Chapman does not get back at all. And that is out number 2. Boy, the Giants cannot get anything going positively. And you can see it too. We watched how many throwovers in MLB 11 the show? This is only the 2nd or 3rd, and they're able to pick off the runner. Devers puts a big swing into that one, but it is going to be in foul territory as it swirls around and drops into the glove. So a pickoff attempt is successful, and then immediately the next pitch is an out. So a funky end to the end of the 6th. McMahon, Grissom, Judge coming up. Judge 0 for on the day so far. Sam Hentages. Hentages? Henches. 25 games, 9 holds, 23.2 innings to a 3.04 ERA. 0.97 whip. Near 30% strikeout and just a 5.5% walk rate. As Ryan McMahon steps in. Interesting decision by the manager. Aaron Judge is coming to bat this inning. Does throw a nice slider in for a strike. 0-1. Webb's day is done. He is in line for the loss, though he did pitch well enough. 2 errors did hurt the Giants. I think one of them was particularly costly. The other one wasn't quite as bad. But the Giants have done a good job at staying in this game. They are down only a bloop and a blast. It felt like they had their bloop in the form of a walk and a blast potential with Rafael Devers, but that got shut down quickly. That's going to be poked to the third baseman to second for 1. He misses. The throw is over the head. It'll be runners on the corners. Yes. Runners on the corners. An error. Wow. The third baseman making the error there. That's the 3rd error of the game for the Giants. I forgot who was where. I got kind of excited there because I was like, oh, we're going to have a game? No. The Giants commit the 3rd error, looking for the double play. That's a nice take by Aaron Judge, low inside corner. It looked really good coming out of the hand. Even as a commentator going like, oh, shoot, this is not going to end well for anybody. Not named Aaron Judge. That's in for a strike. 0-2. Strikeout would be huge here. Try to roll them into a double play. And it's going to be off the pitcher. He comes home with it. Oh my goodness. It's just, the catcher's going to come out and check on the pitcher. We almost never see injuries like sustained here. So we should be all right. He went home with it. We can take a look at the replay as Giancarlo Stanton steps in. He's 1 for 2 with a walk today. I mean, did he... So where that... He, thank goodness he put his body in the way. It was just off of his arm, okay. Guess we don't need to be locked in on Judge. But the runner breaks for home. I think he has the ball. The throw's bad. You have to get Judge. You got to get an out. Oof. And now you're facing the righty in Stanton. Logan Webb's going to get charged with a loss, and it was not exactly his fault. You're putting up more errors than hits, and it feels like you're so passive at the plate. That's where it gets unfair to be a pitcher. The wind and the pitch on the 0-2 is a 12-6 curve way outside. Kind of a dangerous, like... into a hitter that can absolutely destroy a ball. That but gets him to swing on the pitch way low. That looks like I've switched sides, and now I am Yankee Sean, which I don't love the idea of. So now a lefty-lefty matchup for Jazz Chisholm, 1 for 3 on the day.
Ball, that's up.
And that's a ball just upstairs. Single, a run, and a stolen base for Jazz. Lefty sets, winds, fires, low, 2-0. Wind in the pitch from the lefty is fouled away. A little surprised Jazz went for that one. He has a 2-0 lead. He can let that go. As we see him with the little torpedo back.
That's the ball.
Feels like you can kind of see the little bump.
Yeah.
It's a strike inside. 3-2.
Take your base, ball 4.
That is ball 4 upstairs. Giants have not challenged. Grisham, the catcher for the Yankees, I believe is Trent Grisham. He challenged twice and was able to basically turn a walk into a strikeout. The Giants, I mean, on some of those pitches, especially that one right there, maybe you take a chance at it.
No, that's out.
You can't have, if that's a best case scenario, it's a strikeout and out number 2. It's worst case scenario. It's ball 4. As this one's going out towards right field at the cut of the grass. Charges in and throws it to the cutoff man who holds it. It's 4-0 New York. And now you go back to the decision that the pitcher made to throw home should be out of the inning. Should have been able to get Judge no problem at first. You could even go, hey, if you tap the helmet there, that could have ended the inning. But it was not a good outing for the reliever. As he doesn't even make it out of this. He'll get credit for what, 2 outs? I'll bring in another lefty. Of course, they put the stats behind me. Ryan Baruki. 39 games with a 1-3 record, 7 holds, 35 innings pitched with a 4.63 ERA, 1.29 WHIP, and he'll face Ben Rice with 2 on and 2 outs, and misses low. Something feels like this Giants team is just playing a little scared. The pitchers are being a little too cute with working the edges of the zone. The batters have been very passive today. There's a strike of the knees. Hayden Bird song. The righty is warming up in the pen. Shout out to those seats that are looking directly into a wall. Yes, you get to watch hot boys warm up, but
That's the ball.
what about hot boys making sweet catches? 2-1. That is in for a strike. 2-2. The lefty winds and fires. Foul away. We'll see another 2-2 pitch upcoming. And that's foul. And that's foul again. And that is foul. 8 pitches this at bat. And foul off the catcher. Will do it yet again. Another 2-2 upcoming. Wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed. So, pretty brutal top of the 7th for the San Francisco Giants. They do finally get out of it. Some funky decision making in this game has, at times, not really cost them anything. A few extra pitches, but also cost them dearly in the fact that an extra run came in for the Yankees. Elliot Ramos is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Now all of a sudden they're starting to get a little aggressive. That pitch was way out of the zone. Fried back out here for the 7th. 80 pitches, 79 through the first 6. Gets him to go, gets him under that one. That is skied to first. One gone. So really aggressive on the pitch, way out of the zone, low. Changed that vision, went up, and got him to get under it. Harrison Bader, 0 for 1, did work a walk and get a stolen base.
Yeah!
They're going to call that a strike on the inside. San Francisco still not challenging. You will foul that one away to make it 0-2. Huge swing. Wow. Matt Cutter was nowhere near the zone. His 8th strikeout of the day. Going to bring up Luis Ariz. That is way outside. Thought about it.
Outside.
They will say no, he did not go. 2-0. That is inside for a ball. Strike inside, 3-1. Okay, San Francisco finally uses a challenge. And call is overturned. Ball 4 ever so close. You can put a, what's it called? You can put a index card between that.
That's down. Ball.
Maybe. Actually surprised it was overturned to ball 4. You put a cheat sheet.
That's high.
Index
That's a ball.
card? Is that what it's called? I have a whole thing of them for comedy stuff, but... Oh, Jung-Hoo Lee! They got the bloop with the walk, they got the blast, and maybe a splash. I think it's actually just going to go into the crowd, but Jung-Hoo Lee's first home run of the season goes 387 feet, 102.4 miles an hour off the bat. It's 4-2. Really making some of those decisions from the Giants defensively. God, they got to be kicking themselves on that one. Went out there and got all of it. Not sure if they allow those to be splash hits. We'll never know.
That's a ball.
That is a ball upstairs. So it's a really excellent use of the challenge system. Worked it from a 3-1 count to ball 4. Puts him on. We saw Austin Wells basically steal 2 strikes. Might have even been from Luis Arise. As that pitch is outside, 2-1. And he will put a charge into this. Does it have? No. All right, 2 runs of 2 out damage. I think I'm saying that the way I want to say it. It is just the second hit for the Giants today. They cut the lead in half. Not a lot of time to work with, though. We're heading to the top of the 8th. And they are going to leave the lefty in through 10 pitches to 1 batter. And he'll be in to face Austin Wells. 0 for 3, grounded out in the 2nd.
Nope,
That is
that's
inside. 40,992 in attendance here in San Francisco for opening night.
Ball.
Low and outside. Birdsong and Bivens now warming up. Birdsong's been out there for a little bit, but does San Francisco believe that they can catch up in this one? I mean, there's no reason not to believe that you can. You haven't been playing particularly well, but doesn't mean you can't turn it around.
Take your baseball, 4.
They're going to challenge that one. I thought that was on the edge, on the inside for a strike. Oh, call upheld about the same that we saw in that last, and the other walk that we saw in the bottom of the 7th. So they lose a challenge. Still 1 left. Really could use an update to the score bug. It's going to go to the second baseman for 1. Over to first in time for 2. And a nice double play for the Giants. I saw shades of MLB 11 the show. As that ball got ripped to the second baseman, I thought he's going to bobble it. And I thought, no, this is a new game. Surely it won't be that bad. Ooh, they're going to call. I thought that was on the edge for a strike. He is incorrect. Count is up. Or call is upheld. The count is 0-1. So they lose that challenge. Each team now with just 1.
That's a ball.
I did this like 2, but 1-1. That's going to be hit. Shortstop can't come up with it. That's nice effort. I think it was going to be tough to get him at first base either way.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder,
This is a lefty-heavy lineup for the Yankees, and they are
That's a ball.
proving to be quite the challenge for lefty. A lot of lefties out of the bullpen for the Giants. 4-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. The runner on first.
Hey,
Grisham takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. It's a little surprising, actually, to see the Yankees go with that challenge. Now, at what point, how far up or down do you have to be before you start going like, hey, don't worry about it? As this one is popped into foul territory. Of course, we did see a successful challenge significantly benefit the Giants. Put a runner on, and Jung-Hoo Lee knocked him in with that. We'll call it a splash hit. Probably wasn't, but that hit over the big tall wall in right. 4-2 here as we head to the bottom half of the 8th.
now pitching for the Yankees.
They're going to bring in Fernando Cruz, 49 games with a 3-4 record. 16 holds, 48 innings pitched to a 3.58 ERA, a 1.19 whip, 36% strikeout rate compared to a 12% walk rate.
For the Giants, second
What can this Giants lineup do? They are down to their final 6 outs here as we enter the bottom of the 8th. Christian Koss up 0 for 2 today. Very up and down batting stance. As Koss takes a strike at the knees. David Bednar warming up in the Yankees pen. The righty would be called on for a save situation should this score hold. Ooh, that is a brutal miss for Christian Koss. 0-2, 0-4-2. Wind and the pitch is inside. 1-2.
No, that missed.
Ooh, that missed outside. No challenges on either of those pitches from the Yankees catcher. Koss to the third base side. Comes up with it, and that is an out.
Up next for the Giants, catcher Patrick Bailey.
So all of the Giants, thinking about it, all of the Giants' errors have led to runs. The Devers one was the most bizarre of the 3, but they should have at least started a double play, but it got winged into right field. You have Devers holding on to it, the run scored there. And then the bobble, that's foul, first base side. So the Yankees are doing just enough to take advantage of some San Francisco Giant mistakes. That's outside for a ball. The wind and the pitch. 1-2 the count.
That missed. That's a ball.
Wow, okay. Again, both that it's not strike 3 and that there's no challenge from the Yankees. It is 2-2. That is fouled away. Patrick Bailey swung and missed at that splitter. Wow. That was a brutal swing. That pitch was not a strike at all. Came in on him. And it is 2 down. Matt Chapman, 0 for 2. Put up a hell of an at-bat earlier in the game. Ended up working a walk.
Ball.
Missed that sinker outside. 0 for 2 with a walk is Matt Chapman. That's upstairs for a ball. 2-0. Chapman in the walk at bat fell behind 1-2, fouled a bunch of pitches off, and then just take. That's on the outside edge for a strike. 2-1. Chapman got fooled on that one. 2-2. And got beat for out number 3. Strikes him out. The Giants stuck with still just 2 hits. Their 3 errors absolutely crushing in this game. As Spencer Bevins. Bivens? Oh man, she took so long to say Spencer. Like, well, I would have read his stats, but they were gone by the time I could. Bivens is going to come in and face Aaron Judge. Cover star is 0 for 4 today. And that will be a ball that misses outside. 1-0. Big swing and a miss for Aaron Judge. Thought about it, but lays off. 2-1. Another big swing and a miss from Aaron Judge. Pitch inside. 2-2. Wind and the pitch. Gets him on the corner. Brings him up on the 96-mile-an-hour sinker. 1 down. Carlos Stanton, 1 for 3 today. He'll take a strike on the inside. Oh, he's calling for the challenge. Oh, the count is upheld. Yeah, that looked like it was going to be a good strike. So the Yankees should be out of challenges here. We'll foul that off. 0-2.
Ball.
Oh, I'm a little surprised. I thought that was a strike on that 96-mile-an-hour sinker. He went back to it. Same pitch, same location. That low inside corner to the right-handed hitter. Does not get the call this time. Again, not surprised there's no head tap. However, San Francisco does only have 1 challenge left. That's poked up the first base side. Devers steps on the bag, and there is out number 2. When all's said and done, it all washes out. But what if the ball gets past Devers into right field? Then you're starting to work with kind of a uh-oh situation. 2 gone here for Jazz Chisholm, who is 1 for 3 with a single, a run, and a stolen base. He was aboard via the error. Wind and the pitch is going to be hit, lifted out towards center field, left center field. Center fielder chasing, has an eye on it, makes the grab on the run as he hits the warning track. All right, last chance for the Giants. It's Devers, Ramos, and Bader. The 2-3-4 hitters. I think that's who you want in this situation. They're down 2. A bloop blast ties it, a bloop blast. And we can witness a fun walk-off. David Bednar, 6-5 in 64 games, 27 for 30 saves and opportunities, 62.2 innings pitched to a 2.30 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, 34.3% strikeout rate, and a 7.6% walk rate. Needed those numbers flipped. Just kidding. As the fog sets in here in San Francisco for the bottom of the ninth. That is in for a strike. 0-1. Oh, 2. Giants at-bats have been really weird today. They have been very passive for the most part. The last couple of innings, that like 7-8 area, felt like they were a little more aggressive. Devers swings at that one. Gets a piece of it, stays alive. 0-2. Jams him on the inside, but again gets a piece of it. 0-2. And that is going to be lifted out. They were playing the shift there for him to pull. He leaves it a little more just straightaway center. Center fielder with plenty of time to get over there and make the catch. 1 away. Elliot Ramos a strikeout, a pop out, a ground out. And so he'll take a ball upstairs, 1-0. That's inside for a ball. 2-0. Yankees out of challenges. San Francisco should just have the 1. Inside for a ball. 3-0. It's got to be hands off controller. Can't swing at this pitch in this situation. Got to go in for a strike. 3-1. And he will slice that one foul. Full count now, 3-2. And foul, so we'll do it again. And that's going to be lifted into right field. Judge plays it on a hop. It'll be a 1-out single here in the bottom of the ninth. There's your bloop. Does someone have a blast?
Center fielder,
Harrison Bader. Wind and the pitch from the righty. Bader, nice take there low for a ball. Has a walk and a stolen base today. That's a strike on the inside corner. 1-1. Might have called it on the check swing. Either way, it's a 1-1 count. And Bader launches this out to left field. Does it have enough? Does it have enough to go? It is foul. That is a huge break for the Giants. Instead of 2 outs and 1 on, they'll get another shot at it. Didn't matter. One extra pitch. The curveball from Bednar, gets him. And there are 2 gone here. Luis Arise
Wood.
gets a strike called. A walk and a run for Arise, who effectively used a challenge to change from a 3-1 count to a 4-0 count.
Strike 2.
Strike 2 right at the knees. Giants down to their final strike. And foul, so we'll do it again. Next up would be Jung-Hoo Lee. As here's the line and the pitch. Oh my gosh. This Giants lineup was really annoying to watch. Like, it's a video game, I get that, but also at the same time, like, how on earth are you this passive the entire time? Yankees win, but it felt more like the Giants lost. They repeatedly shot themselves in the foot, leading to at least 3 Yankee runs specifically. I think one of them, the Devers one, was weird, but I think you would trade that out for the run in most cases. It was just a very odd break in the video game. Bellinger had 2 of the weakest pieces of contact / hits we've seen, and then followed up by that broken bat single that they did absolutely nothing with. The Giants just couldn't get out of their own way. Jung-Hoo Lee did absolutely crush one over the right field wall to cut the lead in half, but obviously not enough. As the Giants fall in this one, 4-2. Freed with the win improves to 1-0. Logan Webb drops to 0-1, and Bednar picks up his first save of the season. Webb goes 6 innings, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned, and picks up career strikeout number 1,000. Jung-Hoo Lee was 1 for 3 with a home run. It was a 2-run shot. Elliot Ramos 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Christian Koss 0 for 3. Luis Arise 0 for 3. Your winner and player of the game, Max Fried, 7 innings, 2 hits, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 earned on his line. Cody Bellinger was 2 for 3. He knocked in 2 runs with a double. Giancarlo Stanton 1 for 4 with a double. He scored. Jazz Chisholm and Trent Grisham both had 1 hit and a run scored. Grisham, though, had 5 at-bats. That will do it. We will confirm the exit as we get started. We're underway. That's game number 1. No progress. We have 4 against Cleveland and 3 against the Yankees before a road trip and a little stretch here of AL West action. A lot of AL West here, huh? In St. Louis, in Minnesota early, gross. I'm sure that'll be annoying. Kansas City, Atlanta. Anyway, we will go ahead and leave you there. Thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. A little commentary there to get you started. We will begin our journey in MLB The Show tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time here on the channel. It'll be Brian Wu taking on Tanner. It's a baby, to borrow a line from Jake Storielli. 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. And check out this playlist. It's got all the MLB 26 content you could want from me, yelling and screaming and hooting and hollering. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Good sports. Go Mariners. Happy opening day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night.